Hello and welcome to the Two Ace Podcast, the podcast designed to help you manifest your Two Ace mindset. My name is Josh Brooks and my one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow. I hope you enjoy the episode. Now let's get right into it. Just before I get into the episode, guys, make sure to follow, rate, and share the podcast about. Let's make this the best mindset podcast out there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are joining me. I hope you're having a good one. And today I'm going to be talking about one focus. Now, this is a big part of Two Ace, and I did mention it briefly in the very first episode, but I want to just go into a bit more detail about it and sort of explain sort of what it means, really, because it is sort of the key focus. And it's the whole principle behind Two Ace, right? So the idea of one focus is to have one goal, is to narrow your focus and get rid of the distractions. And this leads to precision, and higher accuracy, and directional energy. It leads to a higher probability of you achieving your goal. So let's say you have a broad focus, right? You want to get rich. You want to get rich. Let's just say that as your focus, or you want to get stronger. Now, in order to do either of these things, you're not able to do that by just living a normal life, because the majority of people don't go from, you may be strong genetically, but the majority of people don't just go from where they are to being strong just because that's how they are. You've got to train for it. And the majority of people don't just, there's a lucky few that are just born into wealth, but the majority don't just get rich like that. The majority of people, average person, is just on an average wage, yeah? And in order to go from a broad focus to a narrow focus, to having one focus, you need to remove distractions. You need to think about all these things I've been talking about. You need to remove the distractions. You need to have your priorities straight. You need to give up bad habits. You need to get rid of excuses and procrastination, which enables you to really, really focus on what you're trying to achieve. And the way I like to picture it is with the bow and arrow strategy, with the focus, with a target, right? So you have your target, and it's got multiple layers, and you've got the outside, and then that's like the least points, and then it goes inwards and inwards and inwards, and then the very center is the most points. It's the highest score that you want to achieve. So when you're at whatever distance you are away from the board, and you're putting your arrow in your bow, you're not aiming to get the outside. You're not aiming to miss, are you? You're not aiming for the very edge of the board. You're aiming for the center. And that's the principle of having one focus. So, and in order to get this bullseye, let's say, in order to get this bullseye, there are so many things that you can do. You can improve your accuracy. You can improve your stability of holding the bow. You can improve your knowledge of how the environment affects the situation when you let go of the arrow. Will the wind affect it? Will the weather conditions affect it? Will the temperature? Will the pressure? All these different things. And you can improve your accuracy, improve your knowledge, and over time, you will be able to consistently hit the bullseye. Because your focus has been to hit the bullseye. and through practice, this can be done. Now, I've been setting myself my one focus, and I draw it on the corner of my whiteboard. So, right, one focus, colon, and underneath it, all right, what my one focus is. So, in previous months, towards the end of last year, it was towards the end of 2023 to be explicit for those people listening in the future. My one focus on the corner of my whiteboard was to wake up at 5:30, 5:30, 05:30, wake up. That's what it was. And I would see that every day, and it would ingrain in my brain that waking up at that time was normal. And now I'm at the point where I can consistently wake up at 4:30. Now, for the past few weeks, I've actually been able to consistently wake up at 4:30, and sometimes I wake up, I go to the toilet, then I'm like, right, okay, ready for the day. Sometimes I get back in my room and I'm like, I need the sleep. And sometimes you just have to listen to your body, and when you're doing so much work, it is important for the recovery to take place. Now, after Christmas, after New Year, after I got back into the swing of things at uni and and over here, I changed my one focus on my whiteboard from 05:30 wake up to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. My one focus is stick to the plan. Now, obviously, my long-term focus, my long-term one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow, like I say in every single episode. But I find it important to break it down into sub time frames, and right now, my one focus is, like I said, stick to the plan. This does really... It is my main focus, because I want to be able to do all these different things at once. Yeah, I want to be able to do really well on my degree. I want to be able to develop 2Ace, develop the podcast, because I love doing it. I enjoy putting my knowledge out there and sharing with people, because I know that people can learn from me and I can learn from them, because the people that have responded to my podcast so far, it's great. I know they're learning, and I know that the opportunity for me to learn from them is there, and the love that has been shared so far is just great, and it's all about sharing the love, and it's great. So stick to the plan is my one focus, because I know that there's some things that I just have to do right now, and I've planned to do right now, that step 6, right? I really want to do that, and that's the thing that I really want to do. But I need to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before I do step 6. Even though step 6 is what I really, really, really want to do. And there's this quote I've got written on my pin board, and call me cliche, call me whatever you want, but I like seeing it. And it says, if you fail to plan, then you plan. If you fail to plan, then you have already planned to fail. So yeah, stick to the plan is my one focus, and I just thought I'd put that out there, because a one focus it can take many forms, and stick to the plan is my current focus. Anyway, so I'd like to just read a passage from my journal that I wrote on Wednesday, the 11th of October, 2023, and I occasionally just flick through my journal just to see if anything pops out to me, and this did the other day, so I thought I would read this to you guys. And the title is, surprise, surprise, One Focus. So here we go. The idea behind the slogan or phrase One Focus is that in order to achieve what one sets out to do, consistent success, one must be disciplined and have all thoughts, words, actions responding towards a unified goal. The process for which success and productivity is most prominent in is called flow state or flow hyperfocus. This is the act of being in the zone with only one task at hand, which is the whole moment in which the concept of time is irrelevant. Flow state is an art that one learns to master on various time frames. One focus represents the movement of energy intensely directed to smash the bullseye of dreams with no distractions. The journey of consistent success represented through energy and emotion. The whole point: remain consistent, achieve dreams. And with that, I've been your host, Josh. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity to ace one focus.